If the elections were rigged, then how did the Republicans get the House and the Senate? Because if the Democrats were in charge of trying to rig elections and trying to stop the Tangerine Twat Waffle from being in office, then why did the Republicans win the House and the Senate? Wouldn't they have rigged the elections to stop that process as well? It doesn't make sense considering he accepted the election results in 2016. He accepted the results in 2024 because it all broke his way. But somehow he wants to try to use 2020 election as justification. But after months and months of trying to investigate this, he has brought no receipts, no evidence, nothing to substantiate the allegations that there was voter fraud. However, there's been many results showing that there has been no integrity issues with those results, and that courts have come out and said there is no allegations, no foundation, or no justification for voter fraud at all. Why is that possible? Why is it that we have a petulant man-child insisting that the elections were rigged, even though the elections have worked in their favor all the way until, surprise, surprise, they stopped doing what the American people wanted? He's concerned and shocked that the voters are not going to come out en masse to vote for him in the midterm elections, but yet he's not looking at why he's losing all of these elections. He's not looking at that there's a lot of losses in everything that he's done, and he hasn't earned the right for a vote. He hasn't earned those votes, and he doesn't understand that his actions are the reason why the Democrats are voting the way that they are. They are coming out in droves because of him, not despite him. The truth is that if he wants to get the SAVE Act pushed through and constrict all of the voting processes to this point, don't you think that the Democrats and every single independent that wants this guy out are going to find a way to make sure that their ballots and their votes are counted? These people are that upset that they've protested against you in negative 20-degree weather, yet somehow you think that they're not going to take the extra 3 steps that you're trying to impose to make voter registration just that much harder. These are people that voted against you. These are people that voted and protested against you in negative 20-degree weather around the world. You had more people protesting against you than celebrating your birthday, celebrating your inauguration, and there have been more protests against you than in most modern history. There's been no president that's been protested against more than you. You've got other countries now protesting against you because of your actions, because of your war crimes, because of the way that you've conducted yourself as president of the United States. If you spent more time trying to enrich the people that voted you into office rather than enriching yourself, perhaps you wouldn't have to worry about the midterms. Perhaps maybe you wouldn't have to worry about whether or not you were going to be able to stay president in your full term. If you were busy doing the job instead of stealing the job, perhaps maybe you would have a job when it comes to November. What do you guys think? Leave a comment.